What's up, everybody? This is Doug from Little Brother Sports, solo edition again. Please hit the like, subscribe, and notify buttons. I appreciate you. What are we talking about today? Well, gonna do a little review of the Texans Bears game and gonna go into Bears Giants just a preview real quick. That's it. Let's go do it. Well, here we go. So to review, finally got to watch the Bears game, and the offense running anyway was good. The passing game was non-existent, which is scary because you need to see Fields making that progression, and you just didn't see it. You didn't see it throwing enough. Now I get it. I mean, as a coach, you're also trying to win as well. You're probably trying to get your learning moments in practice and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know, not knowing that situation like that, but I mean, you've got to see what he can do at some point. Now, these are winnable games, so you're probably trying to win them. I get that, but you need, like, as a Bears fan, you were probably thinking that Mills was the better quarterback, and he was. Like, everybody talks about, oh, he threw that bad pick. No, it wasn't. That was a good play by the Bears defensive lineman to tip that ball, and then Roquan was right place, right time. That's credit to Roquan, and credit to Roquan again. He made the pick, but that was a good play on the defensive lineman. I want to say it was Jones who made the tip that made that play possible. But other than that, he had, I think, one other bad pass, but Mills threw the ball. I can't remember how many times it was, but enough to where he, got, that's a tick mark for, he's gonna remember that, later on in his career. Whereas Fields has just been like, it, all over the place and not throwing enough to get, those reps and the possibilities to win if he has to throw the ball around to win a game. He doesn't know what it's like for that. He doesn't know how to do that or even come close to doing that. Now I know in Pittsburgh last year he was pretty much doing that, but doing a lot with his feet, which is fine. I don't care. Especially when you're young, you can do that. But like anybody, you're gonna lose your legs as you get older. So you gotta eventually learn. Now again, we're talking year two. You gotta calm down. You gotta give him time. Pretty much every quarter, even Tom Brady, they need time. Now Tom Brady came in, played pretty well in his rookie year, but he had a good defense. He didn't become Tom Brady until probably somewhere between year 3 and year 5. So you need that time. You just need that time. You need to play the teams and get used to the feel of what they're doing and the speed of the game. You're talking year 2. He hasn't even played 16 games yet, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure because everybody says he played 12 games, maybe, but there's I think he played in a full amount of games, like about maybe 9 games last year, so about half the season. So he's just tipping the spear, but you're going the wrong way. 11 passes, 17 passes. You need more. If you're going to do that, I would say you need at least 20, probably 25. To be in a winning game with a good running game, which we have right now. We have, like, I want to say, the best running game right now, most yards. So you got to use that, but you also got to get Fields some time on the field. Now I get it. You want to win games. Obviously, passing the ball 20, 25 times, I wasn't going to even do that. But you need to. You need to get him those reps. But hey, I'm a Bears fan, so I like the winning it as well, and I'm not going to lie. But if you have a preference, you'd probably say and this is close. You probably want to get Fields. He doesn't have to throw for 300 yards, but if you had Fields go 15 for 20 or 20 for 25, well, that's really good. Let's say 17 for 25 or something like that for like 230, 40 yards, maybe a touchdown. That would be good. Even if you lose, you'd say, okay, that's solid. It's something to look forward to. But a win's a win. Wins are always, getting a little knowledge while winning is always a good thing. Now for the defense, they worried me a little bit. They let the running back, I think I can't remember, was it Pierce running pretty well on him, especially in the first half. They did pretty well on him in the second half, but I think they also benefited when he fumbled. They didn't have him in the game because he was doing pretty well. I worry about the run defense all the time. I don't know what it is. Ever since Akeem Hicks left, obviously, and Eddie Goldman, who was a good run stop for most of his time in Chicago. You miss that. They take all the people up front and then let the linebackers do their thing. So it's a little bit different. But the running defense does scare the crap out of me, and you'll go into that in the next review. But I mean, the defense played solid, made plays, got some interceptions, turnovers. You know, they did what they needed to do. They have been holding fast in the second half of the games. They've hardly given up anything in the second half, and I'd rather have that. I'd rather give it up a little bit in the first half and then hold them to almost nothing in the second half. So credit to the defense and the coaches for that. That's really good. But the run defense does scare me. Passing defense has been solid. They've been able to get to the quarterback for the most part. Not so much in the last game, but they still do what they need to do. And overall, I liked it. But keep moving it forward. Hopefully give Justin Fields some more time to throw and more throws, because you just got to throw it, even if it's some simple, easy passes, to get him about 20 to 25 passes a game, and hopefully he's throwing for 55, 60% completions of those, and we'll roll with that. It's a good learning process. We'll roll with that, because I'm high on Justin, obviously, like most people. I think he's got all you need to do it. You just need, again, you need the experience. You need those years. So we're going to end it there. No more of that. Got the W. Good W against the Texans in a close game. Now moving on to the Giants. The Giants don't scare me, but Saquon scares me. Now he's healthy. I think he's 2 years removed from the knee injury. This is when you normally see the return of the Mac, if you will. So he does scare me. But saying that, the Bears, and we'll get to that later, but the Bears better be stacking at least 8. Well, they're probably going to start it off at 7, see if they can see how they're working with 7, but then if they're struggling, they better put 8, if not more, in the box to not let Saquon beat you. Now, if they want to keep running it, toting it, that's fine, but don't let him get 4 or 5 a pop. Keep him to 3, 2 a pop. And make him pass the ball, because if you do that, you'll be in a pretty good position. Their receivers are hurt. That's what you need. That's obvious. And I think they should have done that at Green Bay, but I don't think they did that enough. But probably because they got Aaron Rodgers. But I still would have done that. However, against the Giants, definitely stack the box. I know you're going to start off regular, 7 in the box, whatever, okay. And if you're struggling, put more men in the box. Make the passing game beat you. And I think we'll come out on top. Now, having said that, the Bears. The Giants are going to do the same thing on the Bears. They're going to say, hey, let's see how we do it at the beginning. And, if they need to and they're struggling, they're going to probably stack the box. And it's going to make you pass. And this is where it's scary, because Justin hasn't shown a whole lot this year for passing. So it's that very similar right now. Very similar. Giants and the Bears. It's very similar. It's very... I'd like to see what the line is on this game. It can't be much more than 3 or something like that, but I want to say it was 3.5 last time I saw. But anywho, back to the game. So the Giants are going to do the same thing to us. They're going to make us pass, and we're going to make them pass. Eventually, it's who's going to have the better passing game or the better running game. And this is where my prediction comes in. I think the Bears will sneak out a win, 21-17 over the Giants, to get the dub. 3-1. We'll see. It's a 3-1, but we haven't beat anybody yet. Nobody's excited about it. I mean, you're excited about 3-1, but you understand. That you only play who you can play. It's a schedule. Schedule's a big thing about it. But get that win, because I think our run game is a little bit better than the Giants right now. Actually, probably I can't remember what the rankings are, but we're like number 1 in the running. So if we keep running, toting the ball, even if they do stack it, we're probably going to still do it again, just to see if they can, just so we can get a little push. And then I like Justin Fields' athleticism, running ability also, to add to that and get points on the board to overall better running game, whereas the Giants are just focusing only with Saquon Barkley. Of course they should. Barkley's, when healthy, a better runner than maybe Khalil Herbert. And I tell you, he's good. No, I still love Monty. He's a great player. Number 1. I think Khalil Herbert could be number 1 on pretty much most any team as well. That's where I wish they were both healthy. It would be even better. You could play them both at the same time, which I'm totally for if you need to, because you just get your playmakers on the field and let them do their thing. But, of course, Monty's nursing the injury right now. So, but I don't think we're going to skip too much of a beat with Herbert. Obviously, he's shown that he can tote it and he can do well with running the ball. not afraid at all to have him tote the ball that many times. Good burst. He's not as much of a juker like Monty is, but he just does it. He gets there and goes, and that's it, and it's effective. So I think the overall run game for the Bears with Fields and sprinkling a little bit of the passing, I think the Bears will get the dub, 21-17, like I said. And with that, I think we're going to cut it off right here because I've talked enough. Bears get that dub, 3-1. Please tickle the like, subscribe, notify. I appreciate you guys for watching. Till the next time. Doug Little, LB Sports. Appreciate it. Take care.